Before I begin, I would like to explain that I paid a kid in grade 10 to write this speech for me, so I'm hearing it for the first time too. Let's hope it turned out okay. Also, the ideas and opinions expressed in this speech are those of the author, and do not necessarily reflect those of Kawartha Pine Ridge District School Board, Curtis Secondary School, or its English department. This speech was made possible by SparkNotes, Wikipedia, and Red Bull. Thank you. Now, please buckle up and keep your arms and legs inside until I have come to a complete stop. Teachers, families and friends, fellow classmates, welcome. I was asked to deliver this year's valedictory address and to bid farewell to the English courses that we have survived during our time here at Curtis. I accepted with arrogant humility, solely for the excuse to be the center of attention, even just for a few minutes. Nonetheless, I am honored with this incredible opportunity. It seems like only yesterday when we walked into class, without awareness of the constant state of bewilderment that we would be subject to for the next 4 years. Not only were we instructed to read a number of books each year, we were asked to analyze, interpret, and compare them, all while completing schoolwork from other classes, participating in extracurricular activities, maintaining a part-time job, engaging in social life, and getting adequate sleep per night. Grade 9 was when most of us read Shakespeare for the first time. Like deer in headlights, we stared wide-eyed at the pages, trying to decipher Romeo and Juliet, followed closely by the classic, To Kill a Mockingbird. Grade 10 was totally different in the fact that everyone now knew they didn't like English, and they were prepared for the mindless reading and writing. Shakespeare was again dropped in our laps, and Fahrenheit 451 pretty much only taught us the temperature in which paper spontaneously combusts. Grade 11 surprisingly brought somewhat palatable reading assignments. Macbeth was bearable because of how someone bit the dust at every flip of the page, and Lord of the Flies was tolerable because there was a plane crash, and you'd see the odd swear word from time to time. However, despite the odds, we made it to grade 12, where the assignments were more strenuous and more numerous. I remember The Boat being a hard read, and its essay was not one of the greats. The Grass and A Child Said What Is the Grass poem comparison being extremely more tolerable, and the Hamlet movie review being the most enjoyable. However, that was the easy stuff. The big ticket items of the year's course were Hamlet, Fifth Business, and my ISU novel and play, Gulliver's Travels, and King John. Although the workload for the assignments related to these pieces were intense, I somewhat enjoyed them, with the exception of Fifth Business. For example, Hamlet was a surprisingly appealing work of Shakespeare that would have given my grade 9 self a different perspective of Shakespearean literature. Also, my ISU pieces were both quite enjoyable as well. Gulliver's Travels and King John both held my attention that no other book has. Their plots were intriguing, their characters were interesting, and their themes were understandable. But class, all in all, we survived high school English. The essays, the reports, the readings, they're done. It's over. Now, as we go our separate ways, we look on to what is next and what the future holds for us. As we reflect on our time as English students at Curtis, we bid farewell to both the fond memories and the stressful trials. And as we prepare for our departure, let us not only remember our time at Curtis, but remember the concepts, themes, and lessons of the books we have read throughout the course. I want you to remember courage from To Kill a Mockingbird. Remember love from Romeo and Juliet. Knowledge from Fahrenheit 451. Ambition from Macbeth. Civilization from Lord of the Flies. Morality from Fifth Business. And remember motivation from Hamlet. Now, congratulations, class of 2016, graduates of Curtis Secondary School English.